Well, hello there, and yeah, I have just recorded
Or
the
not.
where a video where I played the Eula story quest, which was the prerequisite quest for playing this event. So I've now unlocked the Off Drink a Dreaming event, which is still going to go on for 8 days and 9 hours. And yeah, I am planning on playing this event, so yeah. Hey there, I'm now just going to go to the quest. You can off a drink dreaming. Exploding population. Ah, that's something. That's nothing to do with this. Okay, now off a drink dreaming. Um, talk to Luca. Angel's Share seems to have started hosting some special event recently. Okay, that's probably a Deluxe place there at this. Yeah, at this Angel's Share. Okay, didn't know that was called the Angel's Share, but I'm like, okay, that's cool. So
Off we go.
I'm now supposed to walk to that place? Okay. Hold on a second, I have to do something. Okay, now. Let's go. Hello there, Luca. I've heard that you have started some event. I would like to participate in it.
Take a back alley. I shouldn't get caught. Hello there. So, you must be the renowned traveler.
That's me.
Hey, don't forget about the equally renowned Paimon!
Nah, people can forget about you. It's no biggie. It's okay.
Of course. Well, it just so happens that our tavern, Angel's Share, is hosting a Bartender's Academy Week. I'm hoping the event might interest you. Basically, you'll have full access to all of our ingredients to mix cocktails or any other drink you please.
I take your entire stock, man. What? I can make my own dishes, my own. If you give me those ingredients and I don't have to pay for them, I'm like, yo, I'm definitely going to do that. I'm like, hey, I can just give me like, I don't know, a life portion of stuff so that I don't have to ever come to this bar again. Okay, I've never bought anything in this bar anyways, on this account at least not. Only my first account, but I've also only bought 2 drinks or something and then I never used them and never bought them again. So yeah.
As long as you refrain from being wasteful, you can enjoy unlimited refills for the drinks you create.
Perfect, man, perfect.
Unlimited refills!
Oh, so I can get like those stats boosting drinks maybe would be cool.
Also, you'll be rewarded handsomely if the guests are happy with your drinks.
Nice. Yeah, okay, I'm still gonna get yeah, I'm gonna do that.
What? There's even rewards?
Well, Paimon is sold.
Where do we sign up?
It's called an academy, but attendance is certainly not mandatory.
Oh, hey, that's
And you
nice.
don't have to make your decision right away. You're more than welcome to give it a try first.
Oh, hey, it sounds kinda too good to be true, but okay.
So, what do you think? Will you give the academy a try?
Of course. Okay, I will give it a shot.
Great. Then please, come on in. First, Charles will walk you through some basic techniques.
Yeah, why do you think that I come here? Why do you think that I start this recon? I'm here because I want to start this. I want to make my own drinks. Let's go. Let's go. What? Current accepted worldwide.
Hey,
Whatever.
I know you two. So what can I get for you today?
Hi Charles.
Hey, Charles! Actually, we came to be bartenders today!
Yeah, because we want to
Bartenders?
be Quindecim.
Oh, so Luca roped you two in, did he? He's got quite a knack for that.
We want to be Decim, I mean, from Quindecim. Right? I'm like desperate, you know?
You're
Whatever.
certainly talented at handling difficult tasks. There's no doubt about that. But mixing cocktails is a whole different game. It's delicate work and requires a certain amount of finesse.
Okay.
Everything from the ratios of your ingredients to your mixing techniques could affect the final product.
Don't worry, he's a fantastic cook! Cooking and cocktail making have a lot in common, you know.
No, I
All
know
right,
too.
I'll take your word for it. Oh, and one more thing. In a previous event, we had a student who arbitrarily mixed 3 kinds of hard liquor. Just 1 glass was enough to leave a customer passed out on the floor.
Nice.
So in light of that incident, we decided to no longer provide alcoholic ingredients to beginners.
Oh
I hope
no.
you'll understand.
What do you mean by no problem at all? I want to get drunk. Okay, no, I've never really been ever really drunk, like actually drunk in my life. I've only drinking 2 Hugos in my whole life till now when it comes to alcohol, so yeah, I have no clue. But Venti, no, Venti, he was like, yeah, I want to drink every drink, I want to drink so much alcohol, and now no alcohol provided. Venti's gonna die. And then what about, who also counts as the drunks? Um, Beidou is also going to be no wine for me. Is there also like some Inazuma character? Because then they could be like, no sake for me, no, not okay. No problem at all. Well, there is a problem, that's not okay. You're discriminant against Venti, Beidou, and the other drunk characters in this game. That's not okay. What?
Great. That just about covers all I have to say. You'll learn all the skills and techniques you need on the fly.
Yeah, okay, maybe my jokes are really bad, I just realized, but whatever. It's not like anyone watches my videos or so. If you want to mix some drinks, you will first need a good foundation. Each basic drink formula will contain 3 ingredients, including flavorings. If the customer has any special requests, just add more of the ingredients that brings out the flavor they want. Kinda reminds me of this one thing, how's it called again? I know, like, you know this game where you have to like provide such dishes like burgers or something to your customers in this one game. I've forgotten how it's called again, but yeah, it's like this restaurant game. Kinda reminds me of that because, I don't know, just reminds me of it. I've never played that game, but it just from the looks of it. Then follow the hints and click in the right order to mix your drink properly. Once it is properly mixed, you may proceed to the next step. Yes, those arrow keys. That so reminds me of Super Mario. Not Super Mario, I'm like Mario Party. Yes, Mario Party. Those, oh, on Wii. The old days. The old days when I was still playing Mario Party with my brother, one-on-one. Ah, nostalgia. Ah. Like, it really looks like this game, I know. Where you have to like press this those things in a certain way. How's it called again? Where you have like this certain algorithm you have to follow, and then it's like who can do it faster. Ah, it just reminds me of that. Ah, so cool. Well then, according to the cup size required by the drink, click when the needle moves into the corresponding area to pour out a right-sized drink. Okay. Then that's it. What's the tutorial? Click on the recipe to see each drink's ingredients and amount needed. Ah, okay. And there are ingredients here. And those are the ingredients. Okay, what is this? Recipe collection rate 2 out of 21. Let's just have 3 shots of coffee. Let's just have okay. Then you probably... Okay, I have no clue. Probably milk and this cacao paste. Okay, I almost even thought this already. Next. It's quite empty, not gonna lie. What? Oh, it's with WASD, I thought with those arrow keys, but I mean like, okay. Down, left, down, up. What happens if you like completely choke it? I would like to know. Large cup? Click. Ah, I see. Is that enough?
Huh. This doesn't look like the drink they ordered. Just give this one to Paimon and try making another.
Just give this one to Paimon. What happens if I do this? Also, that happens when you don't do it properly. Oh, you have to get it right. Oh, sad. I was hoping that would like not work also. Okay, and easy. Okay, now I'm going to do it properly. Hopefully. What does he mean with 3 shots of it? Okay. Just have. Is it like a small cup or so? That's also not the right one. Hold on, what do you mean with 3 shots of coffee? How much is it then that I have to put in? I'm like, huh? Hold on, maybe it's recipes? No, not really. Is this one maybe correct now?
Huh. This doesn't look like the drink they
3
ordered.
shots of coffee, what do you... Oh, huh? Now restart. Three shots of coffee, what do you mean? Oh, just 3 shots, oh. Oh, so that's what is meant by that. Oh, am I incompetent? Moonlight, oh yeah. Just this one, I see. I see, so now. So that's what is, I didn't understand what you were supposed to do. Small cup or large cup? Aethenium unlocked. Alright, this drink is looking good.
You're a quick learner. This tastes pretty good.
Okay.
Paimon agrees. This is amazing.
Okay. That was just practice, though. On the job, customers often will have special requests for their drinks.
Okay.
Some may enjoy a stiffer drink, while others might prefer something more sour. Everyone has their own preferences. Adjusting the amounts of the ingredients is always the key.
Paimon would like a caramel pine cone, extra sweet, in the biggest glass you have, please and thank you.
Well, that's about all there is to it. But to become a truly exceptional bartender, in addition to mixing skills, you'll also need to master conversing with your
I
customers.
just realized one thing. I put 5, how's it called again? Zitrone. Oh my god, I just don't know any words in English, right? I just really don't know. Lemon. I put 5 lemons into that drink of that thing that Paimon drank. How did she drink it just like that? What? I'm up to the challenge.
All
yes.
right. In that case, you two can take this counter. If you have questions or need any help, just give me a holler.
Okay.
Whew, class dismissed. Wait, where's Paimon's caramel pine cone?
So you really did want the caramel pie corn. Nice. Now open for business. Another familiar face has arrived at the... Oh, Rosaria, hey! Rosaria, how are you doing? Talk to Kaya and Rosaria. Oh hey, there's Diluc. Hello there, Diluc, how are you doing?
Oh, it's Master Diluc. What brings you here? Do you have nothing to do today?
I guess that's not the case.
Me? Nothing to do? Don't count on it. I heard you two were working as bartenders, so I thought I'd drop by to see how you're coming along.
Oh, cool.
Wow, you really do catch wind of things quickly.
So, tell me, how do you like being a bartender?
That's quite... I mean, like... I actually haven't even done anything yet, but okay, we just started.
Yeah, it's still a little too early to tell. We haven't been at it for very long.
Just tell me your initial feelings.
That's cool.
Excited, confused, anything. How does it feel to be a bartender?
It's a new experience, I guess.
I see.
Hey, didn't you want to ask Paimon too?
No. You are
Paimon's
excluded.
initial feeling is, drinks taste good.
You like 5 lemons in as a... Huh? You are a weirdo. 5 lemons in a drink and you say it tastes good? No. No, I'm going to put some distance between you and me. What?
Good. I'm happy for you. Now,
Okay.
could you make me a Gray Valley sunset then? I'll leave the size up to you.
Great Valley Sunset. Sure, I'll get that started for you.
Great. Take your time.
Great Valley Sunset. How am I supposed to know? Grey Valley Sunset. Oh, just 3 times this juice. Okay. Okay, then next. Okay, this is kinda easy. This whole thing. Okay, now the size is large cup. Have fun. Alright, this drink's looking good.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, as if I actually did something.
It's all about the ingredients. If the fruit are fresh and juicy, then the drink will naturally be sweet and tasty without adding anything extra.
Yeah, true.
Sounds like I should thank the soil of Mondstadt. It just so happens that Grey Valley Sunset is the first drink I ever mixed. I was still quite young. My father laid out several ingredients and told me to experiment with them. No requirements and no instruction. In hindsight, he probably just wanted to test my creativity. In the end, I just made a glass of fruit punch. Much like this one.
Oh? But why fruit punch?
What even is a fruit punch?
My father was equally surprised. I didn't really put much thought into it. I just figured that it would taste sweet. Looking back on it, I was so young and naive.
Now I see what it is. Okay, I wouldn't be so sure.
Oh?
I'm sure your father thought it was a good drink.
I never thought about it, I suppose. My father didn't say a word at the time, but thank you. By
Okay.
the way, there's something I'd like to give you.
That would be...
But I suppose it's better to wait until you have more experience with your bartender job. I have no doubt that you'll do very well.
Okay, nice.
And Paimon will, be rooting for you.
Okay.
Very well. Then, I look forward to seeing your good work. See you around.
This music
Come
here
back
is...
soon when you have a minute.
I know. I still can't really do... Huh? Oh, 30 prime gems just from that and 20 camera. Okay, that's cool. I can't really differentiate things, music that well, because I'm not the absolute best in music, but I think this is like jazz music with a swing style, right? This dun 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 dun. This is like probably swing. Like that's my guess at least. Hello, Rosaria. How are you doing?
Well, well, this is a surprise. I didn't expect to see you two behind the counter today.
Bro, I was talking to Rosaria, not to you. Chill out.
In that case, I'd like a death afternoon.
Death afternoon. What?
Leave it to Kaya to make things difficult right from the start.
Come now, I just wanted to see how he'd react. I admit I didn't expect to see you here today, Sister Rosaria.
Still find it funny how I wasn't able to recognize that Rosaria was a sister in a church when I first had her, or when I first pulled her on a talent pool or something. And you know, I played her on my team, on my main team, on my first account for like, I don't know, 3 weeks, until I realized when I looked it up in her, no, not even in her profile, when I started this one story quest, that she was actually a sister. I thought she was like a normal character. She was just some normal character, and then I realized, oh, she's a sister. Doesn't really appear to me like that.
With so many demanding customers that frequent the tavern, I only thought I'd help the traveler gain some experience.
There he goes with that smooth talk again.
Don't get me wrong, I was only trying to be helpful. If anything, you should be thanking me. Now, how about we start with something simple, like a moonlit alley, for instance.
Okay, easy.
Oh, and make it a large, please.
Okay.
I'll leave my drink up to you. Just make it a tea of some kind and not too big.
Got it. Coming right up.
Please, take your time. Waiting in anticipation is half the fun.
Okay. Then this moonlit alley was this thing here, I think. If not, then Paimon can just drink it. I don't know. Like, how does all of this stuff even fit into her with how small her stomach is? Shouldn't that be impossible for her to drink this much? And now she just make a tea of some tea. Can I just use one or so? You must have at least 3 cacao paste. Just make it a tea of some kind, okay. And not too big. Well, for you, an especially small one. How's it even? What? Just tea then? 5? Maybe? Ah. Yeah, okay, maybe that was stupid to press A. But now... Maybe... I wanted to, maybe. Misty Garden unlocked? What is that?
Huh. This doesn't look like the drink they ordered. Just give this one to Paimon and try making another.
Bro, your stomach is maybe as large as this drink. Where do you store all of those liquids? I'm like, seriously. Frizzy, what now? Of some kind. That means, am I not allowed to put other things in there? Apparently I am not. But okay, I'm like, yeah. Small cup here. Is it now enough? Is this one correct? Ah, nice.
What is it, Rosaria? You don't like the drink?
I can make you another one? Yeah, obviously it's now good.
No, the drink you made me is fine. It's just that I rarely ever drink tea. The taste always reminds me of certain things.
Well, what would that be? Maybe Uncle Iroh? What? Uncle Iroh and his tea. I love Uncle Iroh. Like, you know what I mean. And the tea is also like, mwah. Well, way too nice. Tea is important. Like, Uncle Iroh was right. Tea is important.
Ah, I presume you're referring to the church?
No.
Yes.
She's
The church once held an event that I
whatever.
couldn't attend, but Sister Barbara still saved some tea and dessert for me.
Nice.
The dessert had already gone stale, so she whisked it away when I wasn't looking. But the tea tasted just like this drink you made me.
Okay.
Boy, you're in rare form today, Rosaria.
Sounds to me like Mondstadt's just gained another black tea lover.
I'd prefer
black tea's
something a
nice.
little stiffer.
What about you, Kaya? How's your drink?
That depends. If I point out a few flaws, will you make me another one?
Yes.
I'm just kidding. I'd never subject you to such treatment.
Nah? Okay.
Gosh, Kaya sure is a tough nut to crack. You never know what he'll say next. How can you stand to drink with this guy, Rosaria?
I don't really care what's going through his mind as long as we only talk about drinks. Besides, Kayad's only interested in people or things that intrigue him, whether that's you, the innkeeper here, or anybody else.
Okay.
Hey, how could you divulge so much about your dear old drinking buddy?
Drinking buddy.
You think I'm saying too much? Get over yourself. It's no big deal.
Oh right, Rosaria's also one of those so-called drunks when it comes to Ganyu, I think it was. I think she was also one of those people that was drunks. But why is Rosaria one of the drunks? I don't understand. But okay.
I'm constantly surrounded by uptight folks day to day. I prefer the easygoing atmosphere in the tavern.
Oh, are we gossiping about people who take themselves too seriously now? Speaking of which, I know someone who could easily place in the top 3 most serious people in Mondstadt. As to their level of seriousness, well, let me put it this way. They probably wouldn't even flinch if I said that to their face.
Are there really rankings for people like that?
I don't
Of
think so, but
course.
okay.
Just off the top of my head, there's a running list for the most consistent drinkers, hardest workers, worst cooks, or even biggest hoarders of dark secrets.
What? What? Consistent drinkers, hardest worker, worst cooks. Worst cooks, okay. Biggest hoarders of dark secrets, okay. Chill out, man.
Sounds to Paimon like Mondstadters have way too much time on their hands.
Are there really that many people who don't need to work?
I think I know who he's talking about. There's a certain someone called Venti.
Aw, but what about Paimon? Is there a category that Paimon can be ranked as high as him?
I know.
Why, of course. How about... best bartenders.
Really? That's great! Our names will be remembered together forever!
Well, I must admit, the atmosphere you bring isn't half bad.
You can say that again. Just looking at these two brings a smile to my face. Good bartenders create a nice atmosphere and get people in a good mood. You know, like a mascot. So I guess there's really no
Paimon the
contest for the
mascot.
title of best bartenders.
Yeah.
Huh?
What we were talking about? I have no clue what you were talking about. That's like what Paimon's going on about. Can't you remember, like, when you first meet Amber, Member says, and who is this mascot around you? And Paimon's like, what? Mascot? No, I'm no mascot, and stuff like that.
Nothing. Thanks for your hospitality.
Yeah, I
prob.
should be going too.
No prob. You still give me Primogems probably, or at least Mora, so yeah.
By the way, that black tea tasted great. I'll try to
Nice.
make some for myself in the future. If I can
Yay.
manage to get up early enough in the morning, that is.
Why can't
Until
you?
next time.
Please come again. What did I say? I did get Primogems. 6 Primogems. Dandelion Rosa, talk to Luca, surrounded by the tomb of tea. What? Dandelion Rosa, head to the counter and find Lisa in the library. What? Surrounded by the aroma of tea, head to the counter and get ready. What? How many circle? Oh, so that's why. And there's this one, this here. Bartender challenge, drink recipe. I got a new drink recipe. Nice. Can I also just like open for business? Just like this? Another familiar face has arrived at the tavern. Well, talk to Jean Lee! Yes, well... Hey, there's Lisa, Jean... But hey, first Jean Lee. Where's Jean Lee? He's... here? Huh? Find Lisa in the library. Lisa's right here.
Hi
Hello?
there, cutie. It's good to see you.
Okay.
It is certainly unusual for us to meet in a place like this, but as Lisa said, I'm glad to see you.
Hey, what do you mean by a place like this? The tavern is a wonderful place to relax and unwind a little. Do you have any idea how hard it was for me to drag the acting grandmaster away from her desk? We've only been here for a few minutes, and worry is already written all over her face.
Lisa,
This glare is like, dude, I am disgusted by you. This is what her face is saying. Well, the Knights of Avonius do have a lot to handle.
Yeah, this is the acting grandmaster we're talking about. It's only natural that she has a lot on her plate. But you know what they say, now that we're already here. Why don't you let him mix a couple of drinks for you two? It'll make you feel a lot better.
Thinks of it as a way to unwind.
Honestly, Jean is the only person I know who needs to be taught how to relax. Hey, cutie, whip me up a love poem. Medium, extra sweet. And how about you, Jean? What are you in the mood for?
I'll just have coffee. Medium, please.
Okay.
Master Jean, you drink coffee all the time. Wouldn't you like to try something else?
Thanks, but no. I want something to help keep me awake.
Okay, got it. Coming right
Thanks.
up. Well, I say thank you for the 60 Primogems then. I'd like to have a love poem medium extra sweet, please. What? Well, love poem was here, right? Love poem. Tea, milk, caramel. So, tea, milk, caramel. Then maybe some... Is there sugar or something? Just going to... Extra sweet. I'm just going to then say... Probably 2 more caramels then. Because caramel is sweet, I think. And yeah, okay. Medium. Okay. Coffee and make it medium, please. Just like this? Or what? Like, yeah, just 3 coffee, okay, and like... Okay, and medium. Ah, okay, I was planning on doing it in the last second, but whatever. It's not the right one. No, restart. Actually, what happens if I do like 5 coffee into it? Is it still wrong then? Like maybe, maybe not. And is it now also wrong or is it correct?
Huh, this doesn't...
Oh, so just coffee means just 3 times. I'm like, practically speaking, it wouldn't make a difference, but okay. I'm like, whatever. Just doing it how I'm supposed to do. Well, okay, hey, have fun with your random stuff.
The sweetness is just right. Very good.
The coffee is strong and rich with just a nice hint of bitterness to it.
I'm glad you both like the drinks. Why don't I have different options?
Actually, I do understand what you meant, Lisa. I've been reflecting on my weaknesses lately. There's still room for me to improve in many areas, such as my productivity and management.
Lol.
I'm concerned my stress may even be starting to somehow affect you as well.
I think you still don't quite understand. It was exactly the opposite that she was talking about, but okay.
See? Cutie knows. You were working yourself way too hard, so I thought I'd take you out for some drinks. All I wanted was for you to have some fun. But even in the tavern, you're still thinking about work. That's what's most concerning. If you're constantly under stress like this, it's only a matter of time before you burn out.
Exactly.
Oh, you also agree with Lisa, Traveler?
Yeah, maybe.
So, is learning to relax actually my biggest challenge?
To quote a saying from Liwei, everything has a balance. How should I know? But okay, if the game gives me this option, then I'm going to take it.
Yep,
obviously.
work hard, play hard, and rest even harder. The 2 of you may need even more rest than you'd expect.
That's an interesting way to put it.
All right, I understand. Thank you, all of you. Now I know that this place serves refreshments for both the body and the mind. Is that why you and Kaya like the tavern so much?
Dude, I just realized that she has like emerald green eyes or something like, or jade green eyes. Why are Lisa's eyes so freaking green? Like, I don't think that people with green eyes in real life have an eye color like this. Like, I know, for example, someone in my class also has green eyes. Actually, he has like really, I really find his eyes really beautiful. Not that I'm like gay or something. No, I don't mean like in this sense of this whole thing. But I mean like he has like both eyes have 3 colors. They are brown, green, and blue. In the middle, it's like I think like a bit brown, and then goes over in the middle to green, and then on the outer layer of the eye, it's like blue. I don't even know, or was it? I know, but you can remember. You just imagine someone with an eye which has 3 colors, and because the brown is like going on, the brown of his color goes over into the screen or bluish color. It also looks kinda reddish, so it looks a bit like red, green, and blue. And I mean, like, dude, it looks so cool. Like those eyes, dude. I didn't even know that something like this could expect, but just, I'm like, think of it. An eye with 3 colors. And I know that his green is like, for example, not as green as this one eye from Lisa by a long shot. Like, but that's also obvious, I think.
Yes and no. It really depends on who's making the drinks. Speaking of which, we couldn't have changed Jean's mind without you today. You sure have a way with words, cutie.
Glad I could help. I wasn't even the one who chose those words, but okay.
Then we'll see you later.
I'll consider coming here to relax if I have another opportunity.
Sounds great! Take care, you two.
Well then, hello Zhongli. Find Lisa in the library. Why do I have to find her in the library? I'm first going to talk to Zhongli and I have to mute because my father's coming into the room.
Zhongli?
Ah, traveler. Good to see you. I trust you are well?
Wait! Zhongli, what are you doing here?
If I am to roam about the world, then I certainly mustn't limit my destinations. The free and prosperous land of Wind is as splendid a place to visit as any. And it's quite a pleasant surprise to run into you here. One misty garden, please. I take my tea strong, thank you.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
The tea is clear and glows with a pleasing hue. Its richness is complemented by a floral and fruity fragrance. Exquisite.
Wow! So Zhongli is even super knowledgeable about tea! Paimon usually just gulps down the tea and says something simple like, yummy yummy in Paimon's tummy.
Mindfully savoring the tea shows due respect to the person that brewed it for you. Tea of good quality is hard to come by, and those capable of brewing tea according to the occasion and emotions, even more so.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. So, could you teach Paimon how to savor tea like you do? It seems you smell it first and drink it, right?
That's correct. Every type of tea is unique. The more you drink, the more you will understand the subtle differences. Smelling the aroma will reveal the quality of the tea. Lower grade teas emit a musty and seemingly scorched scent, whereas ones with a delicate yet soothing aroma are usually of a higher quality. If you want to be more particular, according to Liyue ancient tradition, you could acquire a vintage goblet, which is used specifically for examining the aroma.
Oh no! All this time, Paimon's been missing out on her tea!
Not to worry. Knowledge is vast. It's never too late to learn. As a beginner, you can try this method. First, observe the color. Then smell the fragrance. And finally, take a sip. Remember, you can understand anything as long as you approach it in the proper order. Chaoying village in northwest Liyue is famous for their tea industry. It would be well worthwhile the visit when you get the chance. What I shared with you today are mostly my own habits as an old-fashioned Liyue local. Each region has its own tea traditions and culture. One should always respect the conventions of the local region.
Paimon gets it, but whether Paimon can remember it all is another story.
Thank you for such excellent tea. It made my trip out here all the more worthwhile. If you ever come to manage a tea house, I will certainly be a regular.
Well, we're already pretty busy. I don't think we'll have time to manage a side hustle at a tea house.
Regardless, you have my complete support. Let's call it a day. I won't take more of your time. All the best with your new pursuit. Ah, yes. The bill. Just put it on Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's tab.
Ah,
As usual.
As usual.
Take care. Give our regards to
Hutao, oh no, she's gonna pay for him then. Okay, yeah, I can talk then because my father's out of the room. Talk to what? Huh? What is this? Find Lisa. What? Huh? What? Ah, those are just the story. Yeah, I'm just going to keep it at that. Yeah. So okay. That's cool, I guess. I can't do anything. Head to the counter and get ready for the business. To head to the counter and get ready. Untamed. Is there nothing? So there are no other people here anymore. Little Uwe. I'd like another. Okay. Then I'd just say open for business again. Another familiar face has arrived at the tavern. Yeah, as always. Talk to Ningguang and Beidou. Oh, hey, Beidou the drunk one. And talk to Shenghe as well. Oh, and Yula, of who I just finished the quest. Well, hello Shenghe. How are you doing? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi there! Paimon would be more surprised to see you if we hadn't already seen a bunch of our friends. Huh? Wait! You're Shenhe! This is a surprise.
Okay.
This place isn't easy to find. Angel's Share. The name doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. Mr. Zhongli was kind enough to help me with directions. Oh, I'm thankful.
You needed help with directions? Wait, you came all this way just for a drink?
That's right.
Ah, I see.
Because we're friends.
What would you like?
Here's the menu.
Boreal watch. Boreal? As in a cold climate.
Well, Boreal Watch here probably is referring to the Wolf of the North. So, yeah, you could say it's cold.
It's cold there, really?
Caramel pine cone. How could that be a drink?
Oh, Paimon's tried that one. It's actually caramel-flavored coffee. Pine cone just refers to the color.
Huh? These names are confusing. I can't make sense of any of these.
True.
I'll leave it
thing.
up to you. As long as it's something that tastes like Qingxin or violet grass.
What?
Those medicinal herbs don't grow around here. If you want something bitter, then it has to be coffee.
How about something sweet instead?
Fine.
That's a good idea. You've practiced the Adepti arts long enough. It's time for something new. Let's make Shenhe a snow-covered kiss. It sounds like a perfect fit for her.
Okay, snow-covered kiss. What kind of snow-covered kiss? Paimon chose it. Okay. Okay, milk and juice. I see. And then... Ah, hold on, no, it's just 1 milk and 2 juice, right? Yeah, it's the other way around. And now let's see. You don't even know how large it is, then for you the largest. Yes. Nice. Okay, nice. Is that all?
It's sweet and smooth. Not bitter at all. What is it?
Milk and juice, lol.
It's called a snow-covered kiss. Whisk milk until it froths, then gently pour it over some juice. It looks like it's covered by a layer of snow. Don't ask why it's called a kiss, though. Paimon doesn't get it either. It's probably just a gimmick to get it to sell better.
Wow.
Gimmick.
Paimon's just guessing. Maybe it's more of a romantic description.
Romantic.
It's hard to explain. Stop making Paimon come up with things.
It's kind of like snow on the mountains.
That's right.
The moment you taste the sweetness of the juice... What? Like the sprout pushing through the ice to give you a kiss? I have no
Oh.
clue. Okay.
I see.
I seem to understand now.
Oh, really? But wait, why is Paimon the one who's confused now?
Occasionally, I chew on divine herbs as I wander about in the mountains. I have witnessed the moment a new sprout breaks through the soil. The elation in my heart then does bear a resemblance to what I'm experiencing now. Thank you for helping me understand these obscure names. I might need your help again sometime in the future.
Okay, that was Shunhe, then hello Yula, how are you doing?
A small foamy reef, please. Thank you.
Is she like completely drunk or what? Yula?
I'm fine.
Oh, she's drunk. Oh, she's drunk.
Huh? There's something off about Eula. Was she already drinking before she got here?
Yeah, there's no alcohol today, so she can't drink that.
But Foamy Reef has coffee in it. Would it upset her stomach if she has coffee after liquor?
Probably.
For her tummy's sake, let's water it down before serving it to her.
Small foamy reef, please. Thank you. Foamy reef. Nah, I'm not going to listen to Paimon. No, I'm not. Hold on, am I stupid right now? Foamy reef. Fizzy water and coffee. My father just called for me because he was going, because he and my mother are going outside now. One large cup, yes, just have it here.
Huh, this doesn't look like the drink they ordered. Just give this one to...
What? Why not? Fizzy water or what? Because Paimon said, yeah, let's water it down. This one's probably not the right one either. How is fizzy water? How does this water have this color? Small? Oh, a small foamy. Oh, now I see why. Bro, how is Paimon drinking all this stuff here? I'm like, dude, how is this possible? Oh, I have an idea. Oh, wrong. That was too big. Damn. And yeah, have fun, Paimon, drinking all of this up. Oh, you have to do it in the right order. Ah, I see. I thought maybe the cheat plan would be to spam everything, but yeah, that's not possible. You actually have to do it in the right order. Aw, man. Okay, now here you go. Following Paimon's instructions, you mix water into the coffee. Scam.
Oh, this tastes pretty good.
Wow, she didn't even notice how much water we added. She must have had a lot to drink.
I would like to see one drunk character in this
One
game.
more, bartender. Oh, wait. It's you guys?
You only just now noticed us? Nice.
Sorry. I just came here from the cat's tail.
Haha, that explains a lot.
Perhaps I had a little too much to drink.
That explains a lot. I mean, like, at Diona's place, she always just serves alcoholic drinks. I think. Is something troubling you?
Yeah, it's pretty lonely to drink by yourself. You'll feel better if you talk to us.
Well, maybe just 20 minutes ago, okay, maybe 1 hour ago, her uncle got arrested for plotting stuff against Mondstadt, but okay.
I suppose I always do drink alone. As long as I'm in Mondstadt, I'll never be welcome at taverns. I was actually feeling good today and wanted a drink, but they still wouldn't get off my back.
What?
Tell me,
How did you manage to make so many friends?
Genshin Impact game code, I don't have that many friends in real life. Tomodachi ga Sukunai, I think, how was it called? I like that anime. It was called Tomodachi ga Sukunai or something. That was like, that means I don't have many friends. Haganai or something like that. Actually, I have like some friends in real life. I know, but if I should count it, it's somewhere around 5 and 10. That's not a lot, but yeah, whatever.
People always sound so appreciative and are always smiling when they talk about you. But as for me, just mentioning my family name is enough to make everyone...
Hey, don't think like that.
You didn't choose to be born into the Lawrence clan, and we don't care about that kind of thing. The Eula we know is a great person.
The one with
you
the
don't like being
vengeance.
straightforward. You always pretend to hold a grudge, and you try to hide your tenderness away from everyone.
Hey, who said I was pretending?
There will be many people who accept you one day, Eula. What? I know.
Do you think so? It's impossible to imagine. Even when I'm this drunk.
No,
Even
nice.
after being a Knight of Favonius for all this time, people still... Whatever.
I'm like, oh, this voice actor really did this quite well. Their job with acting, with having Eula act like she was completely drunk. It's always changes the course, whatever.
Don't have Bart said something wise like that too.
Don't have Bart, why you still call him like that?
And keep moving forward. Sooner or later, you'll change what people think about the Lawrence clan.
Yes, just be patient. Oh my god, why do I even have to click this?
Okay, thank you. I should go now.
It sounds like she was almost gonna puke. I'd like to walk you. Would you like me to walk you back? There was something I wanted to say now, but I have forgotten about it. Whatever. If you forgot, it's not important.
I want to remember what you said. And I won't be able to think about anything else until I write everything down.
Okay.
Eula sure is a lot more open after a few drinks. But it does feel like something's missing without her signature revenge line. Uh-oh. When she wakes up in the morning, do you think she'll come threatening us to forget what happened today?
Maybe. And she will again have to do vengeance. Let vengeance follow on us. Hello, Ningguang or Beidou? Beidou first. It's just the same anyways.
Ahoy, traveler! Great timing. Join us for a round?
And the
Traveler,
bartender, hey.
What a pleasant surprise.
What are you two doing here, man?
Wait, did you two come together?
Probably.
Well, this lady decided on a whim that she wanted a little vacation, so we
This
ended up traveling
lady.
around the area.
Oh no, Beidou came here without being able to drink anything with alcohol. No!
But I guess we have different ideas of vacation. We hardly hiked the mountains before we came here to put our feet up. Talk about spoiled.
Come now. No need to hurt anyone's feelings. Besides, I specifically chose this place because I knew how much you like to drink. But our captain here has seen a lot more of the world, so she's not exactly thrilled with this little tavern.
It'll do. Anyway, this one's on me, okay?
Beidou's paying? Does that include us?
We're the bartenders, Paimon.
Oh, right. Sorry. Guess that's just a habit now.
Yeah, and also, I mean, like, we can drink as much as we want now because all the materials are on the bar. Haha, Luke, idiot, we can just drink as much as we want. We can cheat like this. What am I talking about? Anyways, and what can I get for the two lovely ladies?
I'll have a small birch sap on the sour side.
Okay.
I will have a large dusk, please. Thanks.
Got it. Coming right up. Well then, sour birch sap. I would still first like to know what the sour birch sap on the sour side. Could I maybe have to put 2 lemons into it then? Like this maybe? I'm just going to do 1 first. Well, like she didn't mention how large it is supposed to be. On the sour side, well then, what was the other thing again? Juice? Yeah, it was juice. It's a small version. Oh, so probably I shouldn't have put in... Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have put in 2 lemons then. Whatever. Let's just see. Probably not the right one either now. Oh, done. Let's get started on the next drink. Hey, I will have a large dusk, please. Thanks. What is a dusk? I've never heard that one. Okay, I've never heard any of those anyways. What is the difference between those? Oh, this is a cocktail, this is tea, this is... I already know. And this is juice. I see, dusk. Tea and juice, okay. A large one. See. Well then... Okay, a large one. Hey. Alright. Now drink it. What are you looking at?
Well, how is it? This silence is making Paimon nervous.
The bittersweet taste of nostalgia.
You mean the taste of going from rags to riches? Just what kind of taste is that?
It's mainly sour with just a tinge of sweetness and a lingering aftertaste.
Interesting. Does it taste like starting a little business, then discovering that selling fruit isn't very lucrative?
What?
No need to get into the details. Let's leave the past in the past.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought that the dignified Tianquan was once a fruit vendor on the street?
What?
On the
Hold
other
on, you
hand,
were?
I
She
bet
was?
few can tell that I'm from an ordinary fishing village, right?
Not necessarily. If you ask me, I'd say that Captain Beto has eyes that can pierce the sea. You're an adventure-seeking pioneer who tames the wind and the waves, which is clearly indicative of someone who grew up by the sea.
Hey, you're not mocking me, are you?
Come now. It wouldn't do any good to be sarcastic.
I know how fierce you can be with words. It's my treat today, so remember to take it easy on me.
All right, then I'd like to have a few more.
Okay, then another drink for the lovely lady.
Well, you heard the good lady bartender.
Yeah.
Ooh, I
more drinks.
like where this is going. I'll have another round too.
You give the 2 refill immediately. Oh, you don't play more now. Like the most fun part is obviously to mix
Mondstadt's
those.
fresh fruit juice is hard to top. I wish I could enjoy some every day.
I like if you and like the thing that makes that actually is fun in this whole event is obviously that you can like mix those drinks, like the drink mixing is the fun part. But okay.
Are you serious? Don't tell me you're gonna open a Sunsetia trade route now.
An interesting proposition.
Oh.
Wait, really?
I'm just joking, of course. There's already a whole industry established for that. They don't need me muscling my way into their business. Thanks for the drinks today.
If you'd ever like a cushy job, I'd enjoy having you as my personal bartender.
You're also welcome aboard the Alcor. The crew loves to drink. You could come feast with us. I promise you'd have a blast.
My. Captain Beidou, are you competing with me for talent? That's hardly necessary. You may simply stop by the Jade Chamber whenever you want the Traveler to mix you a drink.
I'm so popular. Yeah, no, not really.
Is it Paimon? Or does it sound like they think you work for them?
When I have a chance? I mean, hello Jonas. And I can't talk to him either. Jürgen as well. Like this U with those two dots is pronounced as Ü in German. And that's it then. That's the whole event. Tavern's Tales. All of those are completed. Story review. Ah, I see. So that you can see all the things that those people said here. Why is this feather here? I don't know. This number of Tavern Tales completed. Tavern Shaker Grumo. Huh? This drink shaker is practical as it is exquisite. Is a gift from Master Dio. It is said that this shaker can make drinks of exceptional richness, which can stimulate the truest emotions of those who partake. Thus, the drinks this shaker makes have earned the nickname Liquor of Truth. Okay. Certain classic tale also circulates between customers and bartenders alike, that giving such a gift means that the other party is someone you would drink with a day, thus making it a symbol of unreserved truth. Okay. And I can claim all the prime gems here. Oh no, I've already claimed them, obviously. So you get how many prime gems? 90, 150, 180, 210, 270, 300 prime gems. Exactly 300 prime gems. Well, that's nice. And that's it then already with this part, right? And Bartender Challenge is already then the next thing that's still going to take a while until you can do this. New mix. What? Troublesome work. Cancel navigation. No, I have no interest in that. Luca. Okay. So that's it then. Furnishing. Which means, hold on, I have a question now. First of all, okay. There was this village. There was this Qiyun peak. So that actually does exist. Okay, because Zhongli talked about this earlier. No, Serenity Pot. Mentioned? Oh. Okay. Then subspace teleportation waypoint. Is there something here? Hello? Actually, by the way, when I go to F4, what is this? Complete the perfect bartender and gain 400 points during the drink age dreaming. Oh, so you still can't even. Oh, so you can't even unlock this or complete this thing. Okay. Then hello, Tabi. This is usually what I would do in the grinding video, but I'm just going to collect those things already now because I know I'm going to go here anyway, so I'm just going to collect those things here. Well then, again, always just those 2 star furnishings first. And I would also just claim those 500 red currency and say goodbye now, because now I'm going to go into the mansion. Okay, yeah, you have to have the mansion here. I'm going to go into the mansion, and then I would like to place this one thingy here. You can cook here, right? You can also sit here. Hold on, can you not sit on a chair? Oh. Well, anyways, let's say I'm just going to wall deco. What? Oh, those are. I mean, okay, wall deco. I'm just going to say here. I don't know what this is for, but okay. And there's this sword here, and then Here, this thing. Huh? What? That's it? Oh. I thought that you could use it to do something, but apparently you can't. Can only use it as a furnishing in the end. Yeah, this thing is worthless. I thought that you could do something with it, at least, but yeah, apparently you can't. Damn, what a scam. Well, yeah, nothing I can do about it now. Hey. You can't stand on this stove? Aw. Yeah, this thing here is worthless. I thought that you could like use it for something or so, and yeah, no you can't. Can't even stand on this thing. Or can you? Yeah, you can. But you can break dance on it. I mean, oh yeah, yeah. Hold on a second. Yeah, you see this move, these moves. You see these moves. You see these moves. They are sick, man. And that's just because of this one artifact. I'm not artifact furnishing. Oh yeah, okay, it's there. It's actually useless. Like seriously, what is it for? I don't have any use for it. It's stupid. Why did I even bother to place it now? What is this reward? I don't like it. Well, okay, let's see now. So, from this drink a dreaming, I have now gotten, hold on, wait, you don't even see the rewards right here, right? I can't see them anymore.
Wow! Where did that come from?
Well, anyways, I do know that there were still more rewards, and also there are more recipes to collect. A lot more recipes to collect and obtain from drink a dreaming.
Benny's
yeah,
adventure
okay.
team, assemble!
I see, so I cannot start the challenge with.
Or not.
Well, then I'm just going to go back here to Mondstadt. Maybe back to the tavern. Let me see. Why, by the way, why did Venti not come here? I mean, like, that would have been cool if Venti came here into the tavern. Like, there were mostly just Liuwe characters. Like, yes, there was Eula, there was, I know, okay, no, maybe not mainly, but like, it was half-half or something. Whatever. Hello, Charles. I can't do anything here anymore, right? New mix. Yeah, I can't do that anymore. Oh, sad. Charles. I'd like to buy something to drink. Yeah, you can buy those things here twice. Wow, whoa, what? I have 5.9 million Mora. Why do I have so much more? I have no clue. I'm going to take that Mora, obviously. Okay, hold on, is this screen right now? Yeah, okay, this was then the event. There wasn't anything else I could do now. Those were the rewards tomorrow, like at Sunday. I'm going to probably then also record the second part, maybe. I still have to study for biology, for the biology class test. The day after tomorrow, and it's already 7:25 p.m. It's rather late. I think I should start studying, else I'm going to choke on that test. And yeah, that wouldn't be cool if I choked on the class test, because I'm planning on getting an A in biology. Hey, I can just like chill here. Nice. What even is this?
Even if you are a close
But it does deplete my stamina. Oh. Six Finger Jose. And that's it now, right? Hold on, those are all world quests from those? From Cyrus, Cyrus, whatever, Jack. Quinn does not have a commission. 2 world quests here, and Bruce, does he have a... No, he does not. Is that like... Can I read this? No, I can't. You can leave the tavern like this? I didn't know. I didn't know, I just thought it would be cool, so I pressed F, and then exactly in the right moment, it just appeared, it popped out, and was like, hold on, you can actually... Oh my... That's cool, that's cool. Like, you can't do that with any of the other buildings in Mondstadt. Like, in none of the buildings in Mondstadt can you actually leave the buildings through the other exits than the one that there actually is. For example, there's this church here. You can't leave the church without... you can't leave the church or enter it through the side gates or through the other doors, whatever, you know what I mean. Yeah, let's go up there. You can't enter through these doors, through these side doors. You see, that's not possible. You can only enter through this one here. Enter Cathedral. Then not through this one either. And you can also not like just go around and say, okay, I would like to enter from here. Like, you can obviously see this is also where you couldn't, where you probably could enter, but yeah, you can't though, because apparently no, you are prohibited from doing that. Then the same obviously also applies here. You can enter from here, and you can also obviously then leave from there. I'm not going to show that now, but I think it's obvious. Yeah. I thought this event would be a bit longer, and it was a bit too short, I think, this whole mixing thing. I would have found it cool if there were like not just people that you know, like not just those characters, but also like the playable characters, but also maybe like other characters, maybe Baiju, maybe just someone who you really don't know, just some random monster character who just walks by. Or just in general some random people who just say, okay, hey, I would like to have a drink, so that you could like create more drinks, because now I can't create any drinks anymore. And can I actually see through those glasses here, right? Or is it just reflections? I have no clue. And yeah. I mean, like, the concept in and of its own is really cool. I have to give it that. And oh hey, I'm surprised that my Bennett did not die from this. But yeah, I think it was a bit short. They should have just made more customers maybe. Like, it's cool that there are the stories and stuff like that. That's nice. But I think it would have also been nice if you just had like more drinks to make.
Rain outlines your face.
Because making those drinks was actually quite fun. And you were like never actually required to use up all those 5 spaces. That's probably what you're then going to have to do later on in this last part, in this bartender challenge. At least that's the only thing that would make sense for me. That's not even like the top of the cathedral. Apparently this is the top of the cathedral up there. I'd like to stand on the top of the cathedral and end the video here. Then with that. Oh, luxurious chest. Didn't I already claim this once? Like, I'm still going to claim that. Nice.
It's a miracle!
Hold on, this is weird now. Haven't I already claimed all those luxurious chests? Do they respawn with the new world level or with the new update? Or why are those chests just here again, just random? Yeah, because I can definitely remember that I have claimed those. I definitely have. That's weird. Well, I'm now on top of Mondstadt. Well, yeah, that's then it, I guess. Thanks for watching. Nobody watched, but yeah. You can see everything from up here.
Ow!
Dude, how did something
Where did
fall
that come
from?
from?
Yes, exactly. Where did that come from? Where did this rock come from? Like from there, from this chest down there, or what? Well, you can see everything here. I think that's enough then. Thanks for watching. Nobody watched, but okay. Bye.